Hey anyone, how's it going? Welcome back to Abhi on Camera, where tonight we're watching the penultimate episode of Star Wars Andor. This is it, episode 11, and after this, there's only one more episode left in the season. Last episode was the end of the kind of prison arc for Cassian, where he finally made this triumphant escape, only that Andy Serkis's character, his fate was, let's say, mysterious, because he said he couldn't swim and we never saw him fall out or drown. There's no body. We just saw Cassian. We saw a whole bunch of people swimming away. Then we saw Cassian and whatever that other guy is from Rogue One. I still can't remember the character's name. The pair of them were just running away from the Imperial search party. In terms of the other characters, Mon Mothma met a gangster who wants her daughter in exchange for money. Cyril, when we last saw him, was being a creepy stalker towards Dedra. Dedra had just arrested Bix and tortured her. I still think we're going to go back to Ferrix and see what happens there. And finally, Luthen. He had just a spectacular performance, along with Andy Serkis, last episode, where he talked about how he's descended to the dark side and he has to use the tools of the Empire in order to get his way and all that, which was very interesting, and it caused a lot of people to think that he might have been a former Jedi, which honestly, for this show, I doubt they're gonna do it, but no, I don't know. It would be cool to see him turn on a lightsaber. If you if you enjoy my video, consider hitting that like button. If you want to see more of my videos and reactions to Andor, consider hitting that subscribe button. And if you don't want to do either, then let's just get started. Oh, we're going like real gritty into this. Seeing the bloody feet. Is that a U? Was that a U-wing? Oh, so they're still escaping technically. What is this?
Okay.
Save it for Cassian. What is this?
Heartbreaking.
What
What about the droid?
Oh, did she die?
We're gonna take her out in a minute if you want to say goodbye.
Oh, she died. God, I totally expected her to have some kind of heroic thing, right? She was talking about getting in underneath the hotel. I thought she'd free Bix by blowing herself up.
To be alone. I want Mother Marva.
But Marva just passed away of just being old. I love that he's feeling so sad and depressed. Humanizing droids in Star Wars is always so interesting, and that conversation is barely touched on. But also, the Daughters of Ferrix, isn't that? First of all, that's the episode title. But my thoughts are all over the place. It's late, and I'm surprised that she's dead.
It's an old one.
Isn't the quad jumper what was in? I get confused, but is it a quad jumper or a quad hopper or something that was in The Force Awakens? It was what Rey wanted to get before it got blown up, and then she's like, "Oh, we'll go to that hunk of junk," and goes to the Millennium Falcon instead. Oh shit. They got web traps. God, you guys should have done more spying first. No, a quad hopper. It's either the one from The Force Awakens, or conversely, it's what's-his-face's ship from the episode 9.
The dead are bricked. They mix your ashes with mortar and local stone dust, put your name on and fire it up. You become a block of Ferrix brick.
And then what?
That's interesting.
They find you a wall.
What an interesting tradition that you've made up for this show. Mixed into mortar and made into a brick? Also, that net is really way too slimy, and it's kind of creepy. Also, and on the other hand, these aliens are also really cool. This is definitely one of those. The practicality is great.
No harm.
Killing ye, may it today.
Oh, Okay, so they're nice.
Wise to be jumping quickly, though. Where ye be looking to run now, eh?
Thank you. I was worried. Obviously, that whole knife hand was supposed to make us worried for a second. And it got me too, because I was just confused what it could be. But these guys are chill. Will you even be able to get to Niamos on that thing? Seems to be struggling.
I gave him Aldani. What have you done lately?
Oh, the flex. It's like, I spent 5 years doing this massive nonsense. You're just here cleaning his stuff.
What information?
You know, I also read a random theory that this second command of Luthen
I'll make sure
is
where it came
like
from.
going to be revealed as Leia. But God, that feels
Cassian
so stupid.
Andor.
Why do we keep cutting back to this guy? Is he an Imperial that I'm just not recognizing because I don't recognize anyone?
I am glad you're
Or
back.
what am I missing?
Visitors, deliveries, anything.
Okay, so you are the Imperial spy, and she's the Rebel spy. Just great.
I can't leave you here alone. She wouldn't want that.
Aww.
You could stay.
No, he has his own house. I mean, Bemo's like just like an old dog
One night.
that can talk.
Biggs. Care to join me?
Also, I just hate the fact that he's just calling her Biggs by her first name. Come on, have any kind of decency, you Imperial idiot. What are we doing? What are we dragging her in for? More torture? What else is she gonna tell you? Oh God.
I'm going to ask you a question.
Who's that?
Anto Krieger.
Oh, you're the infamous Anto Krieger.
That
God,
name.
we've been throwing around your name
This
for so
face.
often.
Have a good look.
Finally, we get to see who you are. Also, it's funny that by face alone, Anto Krieger looks a lot like how Saw Gerrera looks like in Rebels right about now.
Biggs.
At least the face and the beard. Wait, why is it? Oh, okay, that was creepy. I was wondering why the children audio was coming through.
No, he's strangely open-minded on this topic. It's her. It's Lida.
Wait, what? Why is Lita wanting to do it?
She loves it. And her friends.
Oh no, this is just.
It's the only thing she shows up on time for. It's
This is not the whole marriage thing we're talking about. This is just some
I can't
old
believe
religion thing.
this. She found the Elder.
I love that she's actually
How much
breaking
is
down here with her sister, with her cousin, because I mean she's been pretty serious about the whole thing so far, but that's just a facade, and she's actually worried. You can see her eyes are watering a little, and
Does Luthen know?
Auntie Val. There you are.
oh, that breathing smile.
Well, back to see you.
I'll just slip back into the act.
How have you been?
Brevity's encouraged, so forgive me if I'm a bit hasty.
I can barely.
Why are you calling?
Milana 1! It's a smelter!
Okay, so you've been downgraded from a guard to like a factory line.
Should give us a moment. Andor! I'm calling about Andor. You wanted news if I had it.
Yes, please, go on.
Still a few key moments.
Oh, so that means he's also heading back for the funeral.
Imperial transition. My old partners. I knew you'd want to.
Ah, shite. Always bad phone connection when you need to get information. Which means he's leaving. Also heading to Ferrix. Seems like a big showdown is about to happen. Are those blue seagulls? Like you couldn't decide on a new Star Wars creature, so it's like, let's just take a seagull and make it blue. Holy shit, you're still all your money's still there. totally did not expect that. No one looked above the shower, huh? Wait.
Put it down or give it back.
That better not be a lightsaber. That better not be a lightsaber. Because if that theory was right, it's crazy. Also, I love the black and white paint job on your X-Wings.
I'm in.
I saw.
Do what?
Spellhouse Power Station. Tell Krieger I'm in.
Oh shoot! You can't join this now.
We take tactical orders, and I want all the gear that you promised.
Wait, Luthen.
It's going tomorrow.
We'll be ready. Make it happen.
Luthen, tell him the truth. It's a trap.
I think not.
And how do we know this?
I won't tell you that.
And Krieger,
I mean, spies.
he doesn't know.
No, he does not, and neither will Luthen tell him. But Saw is annoyed by that.
I don't know what you'll do.
You have someone inside that you are protecting.
Or I'm just...
Ding, ding, ding! You're correct there.
You think it's worth losing Krieger?
I guess it is, because we end up doing fine in a few years.
I'm not sure right now.
And what if it was me?
How does it feel, Saw,
It's your decision, sir.
coming up someone with even
It's your decision.
looser morals than you?
Do we let Krieger go down and play the long game? It's tubes. It's my man, he tells me everything. Tell him, he deserves
That's a
to
lie.
know.
What is this? What kind of game is this?
What kind of game is this, Luthen?
There's no way out alive.
Just like you're doing it right now.
I mean, it's not a bad move, right? But it's like
If I were
it's like
ISB,
sacrificing
why
a
wouldn't I just
piece
send you out there?
in a chessboard. But actual people are dying.
I didn't want you
But
to
again,
have to
it
make
is
this choice.
interesting to see that Saw Gerrera isn't the one with looser morals, because in something like Rebels, right?
That's great.
There's a moment where he's totally willing to kill an entire ship worth of people, including Ezra Bridger
greater good.
and Sabine
Call it what
Wren,
you will.
just to make sure that a shipment doesn't get to the Empire.
Let's call it war.
I'm most curious about the other piece.
Look, I still need answers on why he knows about Andor. Clearly, we've spent 11 episodes establishing him as spy master extraordinaire. But still,
We need that piece. We lose that and we'll have to close shop.
There's nothing more you can do.
That's never true.
and again, I love the
You need to
fact when
think of the
people have false
consequences of losing that
conversations.
piece to another collector.
Why is something fudging with the shit? Shit! Why is there a comm ship behind you? Have we seen one of those before?
Stand by for transponder scan.
ID found.
Interesting, so you can disguise your transponder. It's a similar thing to what the Ghost can do.
Holdcraft. Run it.
The Ghost can disguise its signature, which is why it's called a Ghost.
Catwell class. 3 clicks and closing.
Power the tractor beam.
Oh shit! Tractor beam.
In the queue, sir.
Alright. This ship better have some bells and whistles, because things are about to go really bad.
Port sign thruster 4.
Cancel the boarding? No. We can use the practice.
Shit.
Prepare for
Almost
boarding
out of there
inspect.
easy, but now he has to make a big deal out of it. Which means he has to drop this ship. Well, not really. Main characters never have to drop this ship. Oof.
What's he doing?
They felt it in the ship.
Does he think he can get away? Some pirate holdcraft. Where does he think he's gonna go?
Clearly, this ain't just some pirate craft. He's upgraded it to escape tractor beams.
Full consequences. What is that?
What the hell is that? Holy shit! He's just tearing it apart with the flechettes.
From the holdcraft.
Move. Jump to hyperspace. Or Time for a fight, I guess. Ooh. One out very quick. What exactly is your plan here, Luthen? This ship has all the No. Holy shit. This ship has all the gadgets. I love it.
I'm not getting picture.
I need to get a message to Marva Andor.
Oh no.
Don't. No names. And I'll get back as soon as I can. Can you remember that?
You need to tell him now.
No names.
Tell her. Tell him.
Just let her
No. Shut. Tell him. Don't take a breath. Just tell him dead. She's dead. 2 words. Done.
Your mother's dead.
There. That must be a shock for him to hear, but it always stresses me out in these situations where it's like you only need to say 2 tiny, very small little phrase, and then you just take a breath or let someone talk over you and just take a while to say it.
How many do you think made it? How many of us made it out alive? What if it's just us?
I mean, it's
What if we're the only
unlikely
ones?
to just be 2 of you.
Somebody's got to tell people what's happening down there.
Well, I guess you want to split them up because this is just Andor's show. But I feel like explaining these two's backstory would make his death... Well, look, him just showing up at all makes his death in Rogue One all the more meaningful. But, well, I still think he could show up in, like, Season 2 or something. Because I just read earlier today that Season 2 of Andor is going to be, like, its own separate feel than Season 1. Which I'm sure it will make sense, because by that point Cassian will have joined the Rebellion, and we'll actually see his adventures in the Rebellion. And can we just mention the music? God, the music is amazing. We're done? Nothing happened! And that was episode 11, Daughters of Ferrix. Not too much of a like discussion section here because not much happened this episode. It was more like a just kind of breath after the huge action that happened last episode of escaping the prison. This one was just, okay, here, now they have to actually get off the planet. They found some nice people. Marva died, which in itself is the impetus for next episode's finale. Because everyone will be gathering on Ferrix for that, you know, funeral, and that's where things will come to a head. Cyril's going back, Cassian is going because Marva's dead, Bix is there and she's being tortured, and Luthen is probably going to go after Cassian. Not clear what he's going to do unless he changes his mind about Anto Krieger and all that. And Vel is going back because her girlfriend's already there. That's the big thing that's going to happen. Besides that, the only other big thing that happened this episode was obviously that big sky battle where Luthen was almost captured because he was just in the wrong place at the wrong time, and some Imperials wanted to pick on him. I mean, it's not great whenever your ship gets recognized. Like, for a man who's so devoted to spycraft, keeping everything secret as possible, that was a big attention-grabbing moment, and it's not great for him. And then his talk with Saw Gerrera was great, as I repeated myself multiple times. It was interesting seeing Saw Gerrera face someone who has an even looser set of morals than he does. Or at this point, at least. Because we know Saw Gerrera just kind of like becomes worse over time. And it's probably because the influence of people like Luthen, who's like, 30 people? Yeah, sure. This informant is too important to lose just because of the lives of 31 people, including Anto Krieger. I cannot believe we're almost done with Andor. It's insane, and it's been an amazing Star Wars show. But I'll go into my full thoughts about that in the overly long, rambling discussion next episode. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this reaction. What was your favorite part of this episode? Over here is the next reaction whenever that comes out. Over here is a playlist of my videos, and on my face is the subscribe button. Like, comment, subscribe, criticize even. I don't mind. See ya.